Everyone, this is Yash. I am Kamita at Shardium and I welcome you to the DApp Library. This is another episode of DApp Library where we take you through the dApps that are being built on Shardium. This time we have Yogama and Latish. I can also call him Latish. So hi Latish, how are you doing? What's happening? How's the weather, man?
Good, good. Thanks. Yes, I think weather is getting colder as we go along in Bangalore.
Uh huh.
So yeah, not the best climate I like, but yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, you're based in
How about
Bangalore.
you? Yes, based in Bangalore.
Yeah, the weather's getting cold here as well, man. It's like it's getting cold. And yeah, Pune's weather is pretty fine, so that's there. So I think
Yeah,
I have seen Yogama making a lot of buzz recently. So would really like to
yeah.
know, and I would really like to know what the project is all about. What are you trying to aim, and who's the team behind it. So maybe you should give us an introduction about Yogama, and we can get this started.
Sure. Let's do that. Okay. I think we have a lot of people from the community, from also from the Yogama community. Also, I think
Mm-hmm.
there are some who are not part of Shardium, but I think this is the best time that they also get to know about Shardium and all of that. So, first, about myself, I think name is something which you have already mentioned. Background I come from. I previously used to be in Web 2, primarily as a product lead, product manager, and all of that. Uh, that was my full time work earlier. I've completely left all of that. I do my own thing. Web3 being about 50% of the time I spend currently on. Uh, of course, now Yoga being primarily one of the major projects which I am working on. Along with that, I also do a lot of other stuff related to Web3 and also related to finance and all of that. Yeah, so I have my own thing. Now, coming to the team, I have a artist, or I think he's also there on this call, but I can't find him. It's so crowded here. He's also helping me manage the project, and if you come to our Discord, he is someone who is there under admin. His name is Hodler HRO. Along with that, we also have two more team members. One, of course, is our developer. So, just to clarify here, I am not a developer. I'm not sure how the dApp library calls generally go, if it's only with the developers, but at least this time, I'm not a developer. Yeah, I'm more of a product guy. Who, along with my artist friend whom I just mentioned, right? We started this project. We have a developer and also someone who manages our social. So currently, we are a team of four. We will, of course, be expanding basis on how the project goes, and at least from the initial bit of, like you said, the buzz which we have created and the which we are able to create. I think the team should be growing further. Yeah, that's I think a small bit about myself and the team.
Yeah, so talking about dApp library, it's for everyone. It's not just for the
Okay.
developers or it's just not for the product guys. I mean, again, the person who can
Yeah.
represent the brand, it's for everyone. So yeah, you're really welcomed here. And
Sure.
yeah, it's really interesting to have so many people in the team who are taking care of a lot of things. So basically, the responsibility is distributed. That's a good way there.
Decentralized.
Yeah, and talking about you took us through your journey and what you were up to in the past and now what you are doing.
Yeah.
I would really like
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
know why Yogama and what is the story behind Yogama. So maybe
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that's something people would really want to know.
Sure. So before I touch upon Yogama itself, I think there is this one specific topic which I want to take everyone through, which is NFT, right? And I really feel that NFT is a space which is really misunderstood. Like any other new technology which comes in, right? The first few years of it, either it goes really uh, way up with all the buzz and all the right things, and sometimes what happens is that not everything goes as planned, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I feel has happened in the last few years for crypto and also NFT. There are cycles. I think everybody knows about it. There are times when there is always only good news happening, or there is only bad news happening, right?
Yeah.
So I think NFT has also fell in that cycle of these misunderstood technologies is what I would put it as. But I mean, we as a team felt that there is a great potential, right? And how we can utilize NFTs, and not just to create art, sell art, but also how do we utilize this as a tool to provide some value to the holders. And that is, if you would have asked us what is our mission statement, and what do you want to achieve out of this, I think that's what we want to do. Wherein NFT is just a tool for us, we will be using to create value for all the Yogama NFT holders. What NFT gives, and which is not is as not flexible in a Web 2 or Web 2 space, is the kind of flexibility, and also you can track on-chain activities of who is holding, what's happening on those, and also if someone is not very enthusiastic of, let's say, yoga or wellness, we also can provide benefits from a DeFi standpoint, wherein we can always integrate our NFTs to DeFi, use a lot of technology which is already there and which some of the other projects are using, like staking the NFTs, and create value from that point of view. So there are two streams of value what we are thinking of, right? One, for someone who is interested in the core yoga and the wellness. The second being from a DeFi and the all the good things which the crypto world has given us in the last few years. We always can take that up for our project and show those values, right? So that's the NFT part, which I want to really touch upon before I go to Yogama, right? And that's my justification, if I can call it, as why we want to do the NFT. Now, why yoga? And I don't want to get into too much of detail as to why yoga. I think everybody knows why yoga, right? Everybody, either themselves or someone related, must have seen some or the other gains from yoga as something which they have used, right? And of course, we also have our personal experience on that, right? And when we look at the space itself, are there projects which are there specifically targeting yoga and wellness in crypto and NFT? There probably are one or two. I'll not say that no, we are the first of this. But are they really providing the value what we can provide? I probably don't think so, right? So what we have come up with this project is an in-world utility, which is yoga, and an on-chain, which is NFT, and how we can collaborate these two. And yeah, like I keep repeating the same thing as creating value for our holders is what we want to do with this Yogama project. So there are a lot of utilities on what are these values I'm talking about, what are the utilities, which of course we can touch upon briefly on this. But yeah, as we go along this journey, I think our community, we will be sharing a lot more about these to our NFT holders.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for an NFT project, adding value to the NFTs and to the holders is a really important thing, and I'm really happy that you guys are really working on that front. And again, choosing yoga as a theme, that's something I was really excited about because I personally do yoga a lot. So I'm gonna get a Yogama minted for sure. Now, moving forward, so the day you guys announced, I think again as you mentioned, Hodler, I have been seeing that guy on Twitter, and I've been seeing he has been talking about Yogama. So just to ask, how has the community response, like how is the community responding to you guys, to the project, and everything that's happening?
Yeah. So to give us a little bit of other background, right? I probably didn't mention about what my experience has been so far in crypto. So I've gone through at least a couple of cycles now, investing and also looking at all the projects which are there over there, both crypto as a project and also NFTs. And the last few years, I think the NFT has been something which has been there for so long, with so many chains, right? What I have seen in Shardium is kind of the acceptance which we see in chains like Ethereum and Solana, which is very rare to see, right? Wherein a chain which is still not live, but the people who are there in the community are showing an interest for that, and that's been great, right? So I think if I go back, it's about 2 weeks since initially we started slowly sharing information about Yogama, but in the last 1 week, I think it's really gone high because we reached out to some of the community members like the Shardium News, Shardium Times, and Sprio, who's our main partner, and I think their communities actually took this up to share further, and I think how the community itself is been great. So not just these projects, I have also spoken to a lot of other projects which are there in Shardium, right? I spoke to Dinesh. I spoke to Saloni, who is also heading the marketing for Chain Hash. And I think everybody has been very welcoming, very positive on what this project is and how they can help us, and how we can provide some value to that community. So I think from that point of view, I think my first statement was just mentioned, right, wherein I have not seen this kind of buzz for any other chains, but for chains which are already established, like the ETH and Solana. So I think community has been great, and the acceptance has been awesome. I'm sure as we go further, this is only going to go increase more and more.
Yeah, definitely it's gonna go up and up, the community response. Not just the community response, but the community support and acceptance. So, at Shardium we have this thing called OCC. Everybody who's here, everybody in the community, every contributor has been following this OCC principle, including the people at Shardium Foundation. So, I mean, that's the way of accepting people and working, collaborating with them. So that's something we have been following since day one. I think we have Suhas here, we have Brajesh here, who can
Yeah.
expand more about OCC, what is the ethos of Shardium and what we are trying to do. But definitely it's good to hear that Yogama has been, like, people have been accepting Yogama, and again, the response that you guys are getting in just 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
that's a really
Yeah.
great thing to hear about. Now, talking about growing the community, talking about the initial buzz, but what I want to know from you is, what are the growth strategies that you guys are planning? How would you grow, and how are you gonna grow your community, and how will you expand your project? So if you can put some lights there as well, it will be really interesting.
Yeah, sure. So, when we speak about growth strategy, right, and also how do we want to measure the success of our project? So again, there are some buzzwords which everybody keeps hearing uh, if we are in this space, right? One, of course, NFT. The other is you're creating value. The third, I think, again, something which has always been misrepresented is utilities, right? I think everybody wants to provide utilities. So what is different from a core point of view for our project is that when we initially started this project, is we wanted to put utility first and art second. Probably my friend who is also there on this call and who has been taking care of the art might not like what we always say, but that is the truth. Wherein we do not want to end up being a PFP project, wherein, which is great. PFP projects is not at all bad. I hold myself a lot of PFP projects, right? But wherein our ethos is first utilities and second is our the artwork. So, from a roadmap strategy point of view, I think we put whatever we are building in terms of providing utilities as number one, right? So, we already have planned with some of the partners. We have already reached out to them to understand how we can work for this. So, I'll probably not get into too much of details of all the utilities, but give you a couple of examples so that you get a fair idea of what we want to do, right? So, first, again, we'll target people who are actually interested in yoga. Like, yes, you just mentioned, right? You are someone who's practicing yoga. So, for those, we already have reached out to organizations who provide these online and offline sessions, right? And those would there would be in terms of vouchers which we would be providing to all, not to all the holders. I just want to clarify that, right? So, like I said, not everybody would be interested in that. So, we will already are planning on how these would be rolled out to holders of our NFT. and who are interested in using these utilities. So there will be a lot of utilities based targeting yoga and wellness, wherein they would be getting these benefits out of holding NFTs. So that's one kind of utility what we have. The second, I think, like touched upon, is staking the NFTs. So we would have that also enabled as we go along, and as you stake, you would be getting tokens. And again, tokens is something which we keep hearing. How do you utilize these tokens is very critical. So for that, we are also working on the secondary marketplace, which will be available, where you can use these for two things. One, it could be for something which we will be dropping in future, or also for something which are in real life use, right? So it could be related to yoga or wellness, which you actually can use it. So again, we want to take the two parts, so that we also want to ensure that we do not want to concentrate our holders to either only the people who love yoga and only who practice yoga, or people who just want to be in NFT. So we want to cater to both. uh, there might be a lot of people who might say you're putting your leg on both the boats, but I think that's what we want to strive for, wherein we want to build a community which will have a mix of both, and I think that's the kind of value which we want to create. So, how do we see, let's say, 6 to 9 months? Are we doing well or not? I think I'll leave that to our NFT holders to get a response from them as to how we have been able to create value for them or not. Yeah. So we did not have not kept specific metrics like, okay, we will mint 2000 in phase one by March, then 4,000 by, no, we do not want to go with that line. We will roll out phase one point of view the NFTs. Based on that, we'll create the utilities. Those will be given out to our holders, and based on how we get the feedback, we take to the next phase. So whatever I've just laid out is something which all of the holders should be expecting from 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 to 12 months, right? So it's a roadmap which we have kept it for a longer period of time and not for a short period of time.
Yeah, basically catering to the both the audience, be it the yoga or be the general Web3 audience that we have. And again,
Exactly.
I think we have more than 150 people listening to us right now. But like, so again, that's a good number here. Um, and I think, yeah, people are really excited to listen to you, man. That's there. Talking about you just mentioned like providing utilities to the people and providing the utilities to the NFT holders, and they will speak for you. So again, that's a this is something I haven't heard before, and I'm really looking forward what happens next, how the community responds, and how the project develops in itself. So talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
developments and talking about exciting things, I think I am already aware of things, but what are the exciting things
Yeah.
that we can look forward to? And if you can put some lights on what's happening on Yogama NFT, and if there's something excited that people who are here would want to listen to, so please put some lights there as well.
Sure, sure. So I think I'll probably three things, right? First, I think the first testnet minting, I think it's live. I just saw someone posting the link also. So I
Okay.
think it's live. I just want to put a rider here. It's a testnet minting for everyone. So working fine, then we are not in testnet but mainnet. Yeah. So please expect something to be broken. NFT is not showing up. You're having issues with NFTs, or the minting is not happening. So please bear with us. I think that's what we are expecting to have. It should happen. If everything goes great, everyone is happy, right? But I just want to put that out first so that everyone is aware. That's the first thing, and we want to go through this process to understand how all of this works, and also our community, for them to understand how the minting would happen in future. Of course, this is not the only platform we might have. We might also have our own platform where you can mint. But for now, it's in our marketplace, which is the only marketplace which is there, Spryo, where you can go and mint. We can also show you how it is. That's the first thing. Second, on this Friday we will have an AMA. So if there are community members who want to come and ask questions, I think uh, we, along with Shardium Times, we have we will be setting up this AMA time in Twitter Spaces. So please feel free to come and join that, and you can also ask any questions if you have, if anything is missed out in the chat. Sorry. That's the second event where we'll be part. And third, this Saturday we in Bangalore we have the Proof of Community, and we would also be there. Me along with my the friend who's talking about, who's artist, who will be there. We'll be presenting Yogama, the NFT project. Yeah. You can also come and meet face to us. Share whatever you feel like. So if you are from Bangalore, feel free to drop in, and yeah, we can always meet. So these are the three things which we have.
Wow, interesting. So this minting is live. I think, yeah, again on testnet. People should go, people should claim. And if you are not sure of how this will be done, maybe Latish, what you can do is you can just take us through the demo right now, so that people who are watching us right now, they can just go and
Generally, people say whatever has to go wrong will go wrong, right? There is saying something like that. And
Yeah.
right now, my laptop is gone. I just can't see my laptop. I can only see my other screen where I have. So I'm trying to figure out what's happened with my screen. Just give a minute.
Sure. You can take a minute. By the time, if somebody has anything that they would like to ask, or they just like chat about, maybe you can just use the chat box that we have, and people in the community can help you, answer you. And there are folks from Yogama as well, so maybe they'll also help you out by the time Latish fixes his laptop.
Yes. Can you give me a couple of minutes? Let me restart my system. Is that okay?
I
Can you just
think
hold on to that?
I think you know what, Latish, if we are not able to demonstrate it, it's not a problem. What we can do is you can just put a video later, or maybe we can record it later at the stage, and we can put this for the community. So that also works. Because this has happened in the past as well, where developers or where the people are not able to share their screens, or something happened to their. So it's okay. What you can do is you can just put the links from where we can mint this, how we can mint this. You can just give them you can just give them an info. Maybe that helps.
I will of course give that. So it's live on Spryo.xyz. If you go there, that's the first thing which you will see. And I really want to thank Leo, Rajesh for this. I think they have helped so much. So it's like you just go there and you can see our NFT. You can go to view drop, and then you will be able to get to the mint page. So you will see all the information there. The price, the 66 SHM, that's what the price is for now for the testnet. So you can go ahead and mint on it. We will also go ahead and do a recording and share that in the Discord, so that it will help everyone.
Latish, I think we have Suhas here as well. Let me just see if Suhas is here. If he's here, maybe he can also demonstrate us if he's got the.
Yeah.
Suhas, are you here?
Yes.
Can you share your screen and like take us through the Yogama? Have you done that before?
Yes, I'm just trialing it now. Yes, it went through. I'll share my screen now. I was preparing for this.
Let me check. I'm not able to see your screen right now. Are you sharing your screen? Yeah. Okay.
Now,
Now you can take us through. Yeah. Now you can take us through the. Okay, you've got enough SHMs.
Yeah, this is Prio.xyz. So when we actually go to this website, the first one to pop up is Yogama NFT. Yes, and then we can just click on view drop here. It'll take us to Yogama NFT mint page. If we scroll down, we can actually see the quantity. We can check the quantity as such, and then click on mint. So let's wait.
This was good with everything. I think you have a lot of SHM, I'm assuming. Keep some for others.
So yeah, that's the MetaMask pop up, and then just confirm it. Yeah, it should be done in a minute.
Alright, they've also got this claim 100 Liberty SHM down there. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So let's say if you don't have
It's
that,
all. Yeah, it's all Leo's. Yeah, you should be Leo for that.
Okay.
So transaction is taking some time. I'll go through.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
done.
yeah, all right.
It's done. So that's
Like I said, right? Yeah, sorry, Suhas. Like I said, I think there are some times where in the transactions you might have some issues. So please bear with us on that one. I think the network is also trying to take care of all of these things from the back end. So yeah,
I mean, after all, it's a test net, so
exactly.
things are expected to broken, things are expected to take
Yes.
times, and that's there, and that's why we are on test net. I mean, that's the reason why we are on test net, right? So, so that's there. But again, Suhas, thank you for the demonstration and taking us through the yogama of how you can
Yeah.
actually mint, and maybe this will help the users as well. And now that we have recorded it, it will be also live on YouTube as well. So that's there. You know,
Yeah.
so as like Latish, as you were mentioning it, that we have a long roadmap, not just a few months, but for a few years, and beyond that. But how do you how do you see yogama in next like once we go on mainnet? So how do you see that, and what are the things that you need when it comes to mainnet from Shardium team or from the community? So now is your chance to tell us about these things and ask if you need anything from the community's end, from the Shardium Foundation's end, or from anybody who's watching us right now from their end.
Yeah, so I think from a community point, I think we are looking for all the feedback what you can provide. We are very open to that. We are not saying that we will have the roadmap set on stone and that's what will be following, right? After all, we are in a space which is called decentralized. So we want to have that also kept open. So, like I have mentioned, we have a roadmap which is kind of made based on whatever we felt is a thing which can create value. But we are very open to any kind of suggestions from the community members. So feel free to reach out to us and share. And I think great. That'll be great for us also. From Shardium, yes, if I ask, it'll be great if mainnet is live tomorrow, which which I know it's not going to happen. But yeah, I think if we keep continuing to share the progress of the mainnet on a consistent basis, then I think for all the communities, they will also be aware of it. And I think that's very critical so that everybody knows what's happening from the project and also from a Stadium point of view.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So yeah, that's
So
there. Yeah, you wanted to add
there's
something?
there's one last thing which I want to mention before I forget, and which is the POAP which I have created for this session. I just want to share that information. Is that okay, Yash?
Yeah, sure, you can go forward.
Okay. Okay. So I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this. It's a protocol which is there wherein for sessions or for live events which are there, if you do attend, you would be getting a POAP. It's called POAP. POAP is what it is called. So it's like. Proof that you attended this session. And since this is our first so-called live event, we from Yogama also wanted to have a POAP for all the people who attended. So how do you get it? Is that you'll have to join our Discord server and we'll create a channel there. Just drop in and you will get all the information as to how you can mint. So you actually need a MetaMask for it, and it will be minted on ETH network. You will not be charged anything. It's free of cost. Yeah. So don't worry. You don't need any ETH in your MetaMask to mint it. But yeah, I think it will be great if you come and mint. I think we should have sufficient POAPs which I've created. So please do come in and do. I think that will kind of also give a validation of all the people who are interested in the project, right? And so we can always know that, okay, you actually attended this live event when we went first. So it'll be good to hold. I think, of course, don't expect free mint for this. So that's not our goal. I think it's more of a gesture from our end that you were part of our first live event. So please do join our Discord, and there will be a channel wherein we'll be putting this information.
Coming to your
That's the
server
POAP.
right soon after
That's it.
this event, sir. and getting my POAP. And also other people who are here, please. I think you should put the link of your Discord server here as well, so that people can join and people can go and win the POAPs. So that's there. That will really help.
Sure.
You can put that in the comments. And yeah, again, it was nice having you, and thank you for bringing a POAP to the community. I think you are the first guys who have done this. So
Okay.
okay, people are really
Great,
excited,
great.
and yeah, I am also really excited. Not just me, I think everybody is excited to see how how Yogama journey turns out to be. And yeah, thank you for thank you for being here. It was nice. And again, like
Thanks, Yash.
it was nice, it was nice knowing you. And at the same time, I have also, like you just mentioned, that you will be in Bangalore's meetup this weekend, so that will be fun
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
People should join you there as well, and have a chat with you, know more about Yogama and the things that they can expect in the future. But definitely, thanks for again being here, and it was nice interviewing you, knowing you. And yeah, that's how we'll wrap it up now. And everybody who's here, please join us next week as well. We'll have another DAP, so the DAP library will continue. And yeah, thank you. We'll just end up here.
Thanks so much, Yash, for this opportunity, and yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Have a good day and evening. Bye.
All right, I think I've stopped the recording.